For those of you who don't know me, the exits are here and here. So if you need that, feel free. So, you might before it's done. Shelley Goring said I could have as much time as I wanted. And I'm last, which I suppose was probably intentional, and that's okay.
We're running ahead of schedule.
So we got extra. Thank you. So big thank you to our friends at MHP and many of our other friends in the room from MACBC and CHAPA and lots of our partners, City of Beverly and others. We appreciate all of you. Also would like to thank our staff. This is certainly not something that I do by myself. So a number of them are here today. Kristen Carlson, Ken Redford, Amy Beth Healy, and all of our staff at home. Big thank you to them. And to our board and to our residents and all of our community supporters. We're very thankful to everybody for this and grateful and surprised that MHP would include us. We're surprised about it. So we have three things for all of you here, and we'll see what you think of those. But if you don't like them, it'll be over by the time it's done. So you can think about that later. I did not wear a suit for you all, but I did get my hair cut this morning just for you. And so here it is, haircut full-fledged. So for all of you, first thing I'd like to say to you is have courage. You're doing a hard and difficult thing, and people are often going to give you a hard time. But make sure that you have courage while you're doing it. Second thing I'd like to tell you is this is Massachusetts. We're one of the greatest states in the Union. We've often been a leader in terms of creating opportunity and equality and access. This is part of who we are by reputation. Unfortunately, we also are a state that has an ancient zoning code, and with our ancient zoning and some of our financing mechanisms, at a community level, we have created and allowed a level of discrimination that at least personally I find unacceptable. So our systems and our rules tell folks, Clark took some of my line earlier, but I'll use it again. It's a bit of a habit at this point. Our systems and our rules tell folks who do a variety of jobs that don't generate enough income to access market rate housing, people who cut your grass, who build your houses, who take care of them, people who take care of your boats and your boatyards, pick your food at the farms, people who are involved in taking care of our parents and our seniors, people who pour our coffee and our beer. We save that line for last because it's the most important one, sort of the morning and the evening. Your beer and your coffee. What we're doing with our rules and our regulations is we're telling all of those folks that as much as we might like them, we might be interested in them, we might be depending on them all day, that when the sun goes down, it's time for them to go somewhere else to sleep. And we mean that categorically. And there's an intentionality to it and a uniformity that we need to recognize and do something about. Some of these folks might be surprised to learn that they're not considered workforce through various systems and policies that we have, even if they're working 60 hours a week, making $20 an hour. And I find all of this to be both the language and the systems to be ethically and economically problematic. This is Massachusetts, and we can do better than this, and we should, and we will. Finally, last one. It is a right and it's a good thing that people of modest means should be able to live in all of our communities. When we say all, oftentimes we hedge and we think, well, we can't possibly mean all 351. 351 is what I mean when I say that. All 351. And that requires zoning change. There are people who are doing these jobs who the rest of us depend upon, at least a very modest amount of them should be able to live in every community in the Commonwealth. And That. I'll give you a little story to close it out here for you. I was in a community recently which shall remain nameless, with a public official who shall remain nameless, in that person's house, and we were going to look at an affordable housing site, and this is a good public official, like many of you. We were going to look at a site, and into his house walked two people with cleaning supplies. They were there inside his house to clean his house. Now this is a little bit of audience participation for anybody who grew up in a certain kind of church. We'll see how this goes. But what do you know about those two people who came in to clean the house? What do you already know about them that I just said? You know three things about them already. It's in your assumption. They're female. Thank you for the ladies. What else? Probably, yeah. Two other things. They're Latina. They're female, they're Latina, and what's the last one? That's the kicker. They do not live in that town. So they're good enough to come into your house and to clean it for you, but they're not reliable or trustworthy to live there. And if I tried to permit a building that they could live in, even next to that house, they would all of a sudden be a threat. They got the key to the house. They can spend hours in the house. They can clean up your trash, but they can't live next door. I do not understand this. This makes no sense to me. And I think we can do better than that. So have courage, all of you who are involved in that process. Thank you for the good, hard work you're doing. I salute you. I implore you to continue. I would hope to take this town manager and this Chamber of Commerce to the North Shore, so I think I'm going to abduct you and put you in my trunk on the way home, which as an Italian from New Jersey is entirely a reasonable.